Do you wish you could be the present mom you've always wanted to be, but still need to provide an income for your family? Are you tired of scouring the internet for legit jobs that will replace your income and that you can do from home in your PJs? Hey friend, welcome to the Virtual Assistant Mama podcast. I know you're over there Googling jobs for moms, legit work at home jobs, or start a side hustle, yet you can't figure out how to take that first step. So instead, you stay stuck, do nothing, or start random side hustles to try to make quick money. Becoming a virtual assistant is the answered prayer you've been waiting for. My name is Ariana, and I'm a former teacher turned work-at-home mom who replaced my teaching income as a virtual assistant in just 6 months. I did this by taking a step of faith and following the dream that God placed on my heart to be home with my babies. Mama, your dreams pale in comparison to God's dreams for you. Imagine offering services that light you up, working with clients who value you and pay you what you're worth, and having a job that works around your life and not the other way around. This is the podcast for you. It's time to take that first step. Are you ready? Here we go. You guys, it is officially free workshop day today, January 11th. So if you're listening to this episode the day it airs, I really encourage you to come and get registered for the free workshop. In this workshop, I'm going to be teaching you exactly what you need to get in place in order to become a virtual assistant so you can replace your income from home. So go register for that at arianaranier.com/free-workshop, or you can find that link in the show notes. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things you need to have in place in order to become a virtual assistant. And I will be going way more in depth on all of these in the free workshop today. So again, just your reminder, get registered for that. All right, let's dive into those 5 things. And I really think that number 5 is going to surprise you. The first thing you need in order to become a successful virtual assistant is you need to pick a profitable service. You need a service that businesses want and need, and they need consistent help with. Sometimes we pick a service that's just a one-off service that businesses only need, once in a while, and then it's a little bit harder to find clients for that service. Now, if it's something you absolutely love, like for me, I love website design, but the same client's probably not going to come to me every single month needing help with a website. So I have to realize that I'm going to have to work harder to find clients for that service. But if you pick a service that you absolutely love, that clients do need regular help with on a month-to-month basis, like podcast management, Pinterest management, email marketing help, social media management, so many more things that are consistent monthly services you can offer, that's going to really set you up for success. Now, there are over 100 different services you can offer as a virtual assistant. Even if you don't have the experience for them yet, you can absolutely figure it out. And I will be covering all of those services in the free workshop. All right, the second thing that you need to have in order to become a virtual assistant is you need to have a portfolio. A portfolio is the way that you show potential clients how you can help them. So it lists out what services you offer. It shows your packages with everything that's included in them, as well as your pricing. It shows how they can connect with you if they're wanting to schedule a free call with you to learn more about what you have to offer and see if they want to hire you. And it's just really the first thing that a potential client will see to learn about how you can help them. So I will be talking again way more in depth about portfolios in the free workshop today, but it's really just like a PDF of showcasing what you have to offer. A lot of people in the business world, we're familiar with the term resumes, and portfolio is kind of like a way prettier, more fun resume, and it just really showcases how you can help your potential client with whatever service you offer. Okay, the third thing that you need to have in place in order to become a virtual assistant is you definitely 100% need to have a contract. You want to be legally protected when you work with clients, just in case. I've never actually had to use my contract in any legal instances, but I have it just in case I ever need to. Okay. So you want to have a contract that lays out exactly what you are doing for your clients, what fees they will be charged if they're late on things, or if they need, additional services, what you would charge for that, when they can expect to get invoiced for your services, how quickly they can expect for tasks to be done. All of those things would be listed out in your contract. It sets the boundaries up front for how you're going to work with your client and just really sets you up for success with working with somebody new that you've never worked with before. It just gives them a heads up for what they can expect from you. Okay, I always recommend sending out the contract before you do any work for a potential client and having them sign it. You can have them sign it using the program HelloSign. They have a free version, and it's a great way for you to be able to send your potential clients the contract, have the little spot for them to sign, and then you'll get a notification that it's ready to go. All right, as well as the contract, the fourth thing that you need in order to become a virtual assistant is a payment platform so you can get paid. I highly recommend Stripe, Stripe. They're free. They do take just a very small percentage of every transaction. I think it's something like 2.5%. PayPal does as well. It's just a part of doing business. You just write it off in your taxes. But with PayPal, if there's ever a dispute about, your client saying you didn't do a service for them or whatever, PayPal tends to side with the person who paid the money without even asking for proof from you, the person who they paid. Okay. Stripe will actually take the time to dig in and see who is actually right in the situation, where PayPal just usually automatically sides with the buyer. Now, you do need to get paid up front, just like you want to send the contract and get that signed up front. You need to get paid up front before you do any work for a client. If it's a really big project like website design, you can break it up into payments where you do a 50% deposit up front and then 50% halfway through the project. I do that all the time, but you never want to get paid at the end after you've done the work, because then you might get ghosted and you're going to spend way too much time trying to get them to pay. And honestly, a lot of times they don't if you go that route. So you want to make sure you get paid up front just to make sure you're not doing work for free. All right, that fifth thing that I told you might be a surprise for you that you need in order to become a virtual assistant is you need to have the drive. You, as a virtual assistant, you have full control of your business. You get to take it in whatever direction you want it to go. You get to grow it as big as you want it to. Nobody's going to be doing all of that for you. You can't just sit back and expect someone else to drive you where you want to go. You have to have that drive and that ambition to continue to work on your virtual assistant business to get it to the point you want it to get to. Now, this isn't going to take you, 10 million hours. This is something you can do in just a couple hours a week, but you do have to be consistent. You have to continue to chip away at whatever your goal is, whether it's replacing your income, doubling your income, whatever it is. You can absolutely do it, but only you can do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. God might help you if you bring him into your business. That is something I always recommend. You guys know that if you've been a long-time listener of this show, but you still have to be the one taking action and following the steps that he's calling you to take. Okay. So real quick, let me recap those 5 things that you need in order to become a successful and profitable virtual assistant. Number 1 is a profitable service. Number 2 is a portfolio. Number 3 is a contract. Number 4 is a payment platform. And number 5 is that drive, just that willingness to keep going. All right, y'all, I cannot wait to see you in our free workshop tonight and to just pour into each and every one of you. Again, if you haven't registered yet, you can do so at arianavernier.com/free-workshop. And I just cannot wait to give you all the virtual hugs in there.
Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I would love to bless you with a free gift as a thank you. All you have to do is leave a review of the show on Apple Podcasts, take a screenshot, and send it to podcast@virtualassistantmama.com. I'll send you a code so you can snag my virtual assistant toolkit for free. And don't forget to come hang out with us in our free community, facebook.com/groups/virtual assistant mama. I'm so honored to support you in your journey to becoming a virtual assistant. Until next week, y'all, keep following the dreams that were placed on your heart so you can be the present mama you've always wanted to be.